So it's time for our last Chapter 7 tutorial, which is going to be how to make a normal probability plot. One of, well, these plots. One of the plots that look like this. Now when your calculator makes it, it does a much worse job than this program. The program that I used to make this is called MiniTab, which is quite expensive, so I wouldn't recommend buying it just to make this. But it has these extra boundary lines and all that good stuff, which is nice. But that's okay. We can kind of do a rough version with the calculator. So let me show you how. I have this data set here. I'm going to go to my calculator. Oops, I'm going to make it smaller so I can see. Go over there. Okay, stat, enter, edit. Alright, I don't need any of this junk. This was actually from the Chapter 6 tutorial. Clear, enter, over here, up, clear, enter. Honestly, I don't need to clear out all the columns. I just need the first column cleared out. Okay, so my numbers are 26, 34, 58, 72. Okay, there they are. They're all in, they're gorgeous, everybody's happy. Alright, now let me clear that history. You don't need to see that. Let me go to stat plot, second stat plot. And I still have the histogram on that I did in Chapter 6, but that's okay. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to turn it right. I want this last one. See that one? That's a normal probability plot. So you select enter on it. Now it's asking you data list. Where's your data? It was in L1, right? The data axis, just leave as X. Okay, now if you press graph right now, it's not going to make it pretty, right? If you want to make it pretty, you want to go to Zoom number 9. Oopsie, there it was. ZoomStat, right? Because the name of the course is statistics, i.e. the plot you're doing is a stat plot. So ZoomStat only works if you have a stat plot on, which we do. And there it is. Now what's that other junk in there? Let me go to y equals. Nope, it's perfect. It's gorgeous. I don't really like this bar thing. That's kind of crummy. Let me go to window and let me make this better. The X is going from 20 to 76. So I'm going to make it 20 to 80. How about that? 20 to 80. What do you want each tick mark worth? The reason it looks so funky is each tick mark's worth 0.625. That's ridiculous. Let me do 10. Enter. And then this goes from -2.5 to 2.5. That's fine. Let's just leave it like that. There we go. Looky there. Alright. Now is that a line? Not really. I mean, it kind of does this curve thing at the end, which isn't very linear. That's pretty much as good as you can get with these calculators, unless you're going to get more involved with the programming and stuff. There is a way, of course, to get a line graph down here, but it's kind of not worth the effort. Suffice to say that it's not something you'd want to do. Other than that, I mean, you're just kind of eyeballing it and saying, oh yeah, it looks roughly linear, or it doesn't. This one, I'm a little concerned about that sharp uptick. I would say probably no for this data set. Alright, that's how to make a residual plot. It's not very good. It's not very accurate. A computer is a much better, computer programs are much better for this than the calculator, but it gives you kind of a rough guess. Alright, I'll see you in chapter, well actually I won't see you in chapter 8 because that's all stuff. Yeah, I'll make a tutorial for 8 too. Alright, see you in chapter 8 then.